Grass decks. They're just absolutely everywhere. This format, grass Pokemon, grass decks. Because there are just so many Pokemon in this format that are weak to grass. So it seems like the perfect opportunity for grass decks and grass Pokemon to just run wild in this format. And one deck that has been performing decently well since post-rotation is Ogerpon. It's like a grass box deck, Ogerpon Meganium, Arbolivia, Hydrapple, all that kind of stuff. There's many different builds of this deck, but the main two Pokemon it uses is Teal Mask Ogerpon as well as Meganium. Teal Mask Ogerpon released all the way back in Twilight Masquerade with the Teal Dance. Once during your turn, you can attach basic grass energy from your hand to this Pokemon, and then draw a card. And then Myriad Leaf Shower for free grass does 30 damage plus an extra 30 more damage for each energy attached to itself, as well as the other active Pokemon. This card has seen play in so many decks. It saw play in Regidrago V-Star, it saw play in Raging Bolt, and still does see play in Raging Bolt. It sees play in just a plethora of different decks as a way to get energy into play, and as a way to just draw cards. It's a very, very strong card. And then this deck also plays Meganium, the other main Pokemon of this deck, with its wild growth ability. Each basic grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon provides 2 grass energy. And that's it. Its attack doesn't really matter. The fact that it provides an extra grass energy for every grass energy on that Pokemon. So for example, with Teal Mask Ogerpon, if you have 3 grass energy on it for its attack, that's technically 6 grass energies. So instead of getting an extra 90 damage, you get an extra 180 damage. Pretty good. And this also applies to any grass Pokemon. Again, with Teal Mask Ogerpon, you don't need 3 grass energies onto it, you can just have 2. That counts as having 4. So now you can use Myriad Leaf Shower for a lower cost, you can use other grass Pokemon's attacks for a lower cost, or anything that increases damage for the amount of energy it has on it, so on and so forth. This card is very, very strong, and very, very strong inside of grass decks. So in terms of the deck list, we are playing 1 Badoo, because Badoo is Badoo. We're playing 2/2/2 of Meganium, Bayleaf, and Chikorita. For this list, I am deciding to play the Arbolivia with 2/2/2. Arbolivia has Oil Salvo. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 6 times. You can choose the same Pokemon more than once, but each time you choose that Pokemon, put 20 damage on it. This damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance. And then Aroma Shot for 160 for free colorless. Pokemon recovers from all special conditions. Oil Salvo just allows you to just put loads of damage around the board. You can very easily just knock out something on the bench, knock out 2 things on the bench, put some damage on this, put some damage on this, knock them out later on. You can kind of see the game plan of the deck. Just do spread around a whole bunch of damage and just take a whole bunch of prize cards in one go. And then we're playing 4 Teal Mask Ogerpon, 1 Pheasantipity, 1 Hoothoot and 1 Noctowl because Teal Mask Ogerpon is a Terra type, 1 Meowth, 4 Bug Catching Set, 1 Energy Switch, 1 Night Stretcher, 3 Pokepad for Ultra Ball, 1 Reset Stamp, Unfair Stamp, I keep calling it Reset Stamp. Unfair Stamp has our A-Spec, 4 Forest of Vitality, and then for our supporter cards we have 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Briar because again Teal Mask Ogerpon is a Terra type so we can take an extra prize card if our opponent has exactly 2 prize cards remaining, 2 Dawn, 1 Alana's Aid, and 4 Lily, and then we are playing 11 Grass Energy because we really want to see those Teal Mask Ogerpons, attach grasses, and draw cards. So, as always, I'm going to take this deck onto the ladder. This is my first time playing the deck. Mistakes may happen, misplays may happen, it's a learning experience as always. So, you know, if I do make a mistake, don't yell at me in the comments. So going first or second with this deck, I think we probably want to go second considering we are playing Badoo. And also, I don't think it kind of matters because we're playing Forest of Vitality, so we can very easily just evolve all the way up into our stage 2s at any point after our first turn. Opponent's choosing the coin flip. Do you want to go first? No. Grookey coin leads me to believe this is probably Mega Greninja. And with the Mega Greninja sleeves, it's probably Mega Greninja. Starting with Smoliv. Let's have a peek. It is a Greninja. Two mulligans that was, I'm pretty sure. Get an extra 2 cards. And I will take both of them. Because why not? To get Chikorita, not really any point putting into play. See what our opponent is able to do. Mega Greninja is an okay deck from what I've seen of Japan lists. It's basically Greninja Break. Might make a video on it at some point. That's not a good start for my opponent. Put this down. More book catching set. Get both of these. Teal Mask Ogerpon. We will Teal Dance. I am going to Ultra Ball. I'm going to get rid of probably this and a forest, because I'm not really going to be using the forest. I'm going to grab another Teal Mask Ogerpon. I'm going to Teal Dance. Draw a Dawn. That'll be useful for now, because I can get what I need. So I'm going to attach there. I'm going to Dawn for Dolive and that. I can get Badoo actually. I'm going to get that. And yeah, I think I'll get a Bolivia. I think I'll get these. Do that. We will retreat into the Badoo. We'll use the other book catching set. We'll get those two. And then we will Itchy Pollen. No item cards for you. Okay, they do put down another Pokemon. They seem to be playing the pre-built deck with Mega Starmie. Surfing Beach. No Lily. Surfing Beach just allows them to retreat, I believe. During that turn, I play my switch the active water Pokemon with a benched water Pokemon. And they're just going to concede, unfortunately. Sometimes all you need is a Badoo. Very, very quick first game. We win the coin flip again. Do I want to go first? No, I do not. Starting off with Chikorita, then put Smoliv into play again. Kind of hoping we, in more mulligans, we're playing Lucario. Oof! My opponent might concede because Lucario is weak to grass. So it's going to be a very, very easy game. They have an axe, they have something to put up. I will also take this one. Another grass energy. Makuhita is weak to... that's weak to Psychic. Oh no, it's weak to Psychic, I think. I don't remember. I keep thinking Lucario is weak to grass. But I'm pretty sure it's weak to Psychic. Air Balloon and attach. Is that it? That is it. Nice. That's kind of what I want to see. Pop that there. We're going to Lily. We get Teal Mask. Teal Dance. Forest. And I will ram you for 10 damage. Next turn, probably put down the forest. Teal Dance again. And then Lily, most likely. If I can get an Arbolivia in play, that would be very strong, considering I can just get rid of a Riolu and just start picking apart stuff. attach onto the Riolu. There's a Lily. Maybe they can fix their hand and start putting other stuff down and doing other things. Ball toy? What? What? Why? What does this do? Flip a coin until you get tails attack does 30 damage for each head, right? I don't know what the clay doll does. They're playing a clay doll. Putting an air balloon on it. Interesting. I'm very interested. I want to see where this goes. We're going to Corkscrew Punch for 10 damage. I'm going to put down Forest of Vitality. We're going to Teal Dance. I'm going to Pokepad for a Bayleaf. I'm going to evolve into Bayleaf. And then into Meganium. I am going to Lily's Determination. Sad. You have a Dolive. No catching set. No Arbolivia. So I will evolve into the Dolive. And heal 40 damage from myself if I really need to. I will slap this grass. Actually, I could just retreat and attack with Teal Mask. Save the Dolive. Reattach. And a Myriad Leaf Shower. Take one prize. There's an Arbolivia. How do you... it's... I say Arbolivia. Arboliva. I don't know how you say it. They're going to move up the Riolu. Put on another Riolu. Get rid of the Forest of Vitality, unfortunate. I think that really does a whole lot against me, in all honesty. Right, what does this do? Your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, de-evolve it. High station to the hand. And just put it back down. I have Forest of Vitality, I don't think it really matters. Mega Lucario! Probably gonna get hit with that Mega Brave. Putting the Max Belt on for literally no reason. Because you already KO. So I don't really care. You get what, an extra 50? Move this up, I guess. Do get another Teal Mask. We are going to evolve. Okay, let's think here. Get rid of this. Teal Dance. Dawn, maybe? For Dawn, I'm gonna get you. You, and I guess one of you. Put you down. Teal Dance. Another Dawn. What am I Noctowling for is the question. Probably not really a whole lot. Like, I can't think of anything I would need to get. We'll do it, because I'm going to Unfair Stamp anyway. And I will grab... probably just these. I think I'll grab one. And I will grab... Night Stretcher to get back the other Teal Mask. We will bench the other Teal Mask. We will both catching set. I will take 2 of these because I'm pretty sure I haven't attached a turn. Teal Dance. Attach for turn. And Unfair Stamp. And then we will Oil Salvo. We'll go 2, 4, 6, 8. And then we'll put 4 on the Lucario. Take a prize. So now they're gonna have to get another Riolu into play. Like, again, can just, you know, get rid of it. They also can't use Mega Brave, because they used it last turn. So they could use the other attack if they really needed to. They're going to Night Stretcher for the Riolu. I'm probably just going to KO again. Because even if they use the Aura Jab, it's not really that big of an issue. So if they de-evolution Ray again, I can just put it back on because I have Forest. Kind of in a very good situation right now. They are probably trying to use Mega Brave, and they don't realize that they can't. Because they used it last turn. There's the Aura Jab. Attaching the 1 energy. I am going to Teal Dance. I could actually just get rid of the Lucario because I don't think they're really doing a whole lot. So this is what? 3, 6, 9, 18. 18 plus 3, 210. 2. I think I'm just better off just getting so many of these powered up. Bug catching set. I think that's my last one. I don't think it really matters. I'll just take whatever. Just to thin the deck. If they do get to 2 prizes left, then I can just Briar. Like, why not? Oil Salvo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Prize. So I'm pretty sure this Lucario dies. Well, they shotgunned that straight away. What are they grabbing is the question. That's what I want to know. Thinking long and hard about this. They're gonna grab a Judge that they can't play because they played Petrol, which is a support card. They're going to Aura Jab. And I think this Steel Mask does enough for game. $2.7. Pretty sure that's enough. Yep. Myriad Leaf Shower. Take my final 3 prizes. GG. Tails again. So far the deck is performing very well. I think I've won all 3 coin flips. Do I want to go first? No. Deck does seem very, very strong. The ability to just pick apart bench Pokemon and also just so much straw support. There is so many ways to just get up a whole bunch of cards. Bug catching set is very, very strong. And also Forest of Vitality is just, it's so disgusting. We have dragon sleeves. So this could be a dragon deck, Dragapult, or anything of the sort. Putting down their entire hand. It is Dragapult. It's Dragapult. Or it could just be Greninja playing Dracloak. I think that's a build. Okay. Very nice turn 1. I'll do that. I'll put this down. I will book catching set. Sure, I'll take both of them, even though it doesn't matter. I will attach here. And I think I'm actually going to play this Meowth to get Meganium, Teal Mask, and something else with the Dawn. I'm gonna Dawn for... I can actually get Badoo. We'll get Badoo instead. Dolive and Meganium. Boop. We will retreat. I don't think I need to put down another Chikorita. No. Cheap Pollen. No item cards for you. Frogadier. They get rid of my forest, that is a little bit annoying. Probably shouldn't have shotgunned that down, to be honest. Judge! That's also very annoying. We have Fez and Bayleaf. It's not good. Putting down Fez for some reason. To recon, they have attached to the Frogadier. They might just be using the Dracloaks as draw support. Chipollen. The Greninja could be a bit annoying, but Forest just allows me to go straight into something. Needs be. We get Surfing Beach. Gonna get rid of the forest most likely. They're thinking about this recon directive. Could be a good choice. Maybe they need both of them. Attaching a water, probably... Wait, why didn't you just... Oh, Surfing Beach is only waters into waters, that's why. There's the Mega Greninja. Putting down the Surfing Beach. Are we going to get rid of the Smoliv? Yep. Which is fine, because I have Fez to draw me some cards. Pretty sure they've played a supporter already. With the Chorus. And then taking out the Badoo. Difficult choice on what to put up here, because pretty sure Bayleaf just dies. There's a Lily, so I will bench this, and a Lily. Unfair Stamp's very nice, put this down. More Fez. Get rid of that. We will Teal Dance. More Bug. All this and this. Bench. Teal Dance. We will bench and deal dance. More Ultra Balls. Build catching. Take both. Another Ultra Ball. This and probably the Olive for Meganium. You have to manually attach to retreat. Just so it doesn't die, but then it dies to this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 80 more. 80 more. But what energy attached does 80 more, so it's 200. So it doesn't one-hit kill. But they can just discard a water, but that's if they have one. Attach. Retreat. Into this. Unfair. Okay, triple Pokepad, okay then. Pokepad. For Hoot Hoot. Pokepad. For Noctowl. Pokepad. For Chikorita. Go ahead. Not looking too good. Hopefully they didn't draw good. That's just the thing. So hopefully they didn't draw what they need. They do have a recon, so they can use that. If they get a water energy, then they can just put 60 on something and then do 200. If they want to return a water energy to the hand, that's the question. They do get Night Stretcher to get back a water energy, and then discard the water energy, and then do all that stuff. But what are they putting on? They are just going to go for the active KO. Not sure if I can get powered up to do 350 damage. They are going to put the energy back into the hand. Interesting. For as good as of a start I had, this is quickly going downhill. Oh, Bolivia is a thing. So I could do that if I need to. There's another grass. And then Ultra Ball. I have no small lives in the deck. How are they all in the discard? Well, only one of them's in the discard, the other one's prized. That's not fun. I don't think there's really much I can do. Except just smack this for a lot of damage. If they have the energy, then they have the energy. Not a whole lot I can really do. Can energy switch, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. Like, I get an extra... I can do 300. Might as well, I guess. But, like, don't really do a whole lot. Because if they have the water energy, they just discard it, attach, and that's GG. I will get my hand on the concession button ready. There's the attach. There's the Mortal Shuriken. I will concede. So overall, Teal Mask Ogerpon is decent, I guess. It seems to struggle from a couple of little things here and there, like, I guess, recovery. Like, the build I was playing one Night Stretcher and one Lana's Aid. It doesn't really seem like a whole lot. But, like, the draw power is there, the consistency is kind of there. Getting powered up, especially in the late game, can be a little bit annoying. And against some decks, you kind of just have the disadvantage of being one-shot, and you can't one-shot them. It does have some good things going for it, but if you just can't get those things established, then you're going to be pretty far behind. Like hand disruption in that third game was pretty big. Like I had everything for an Arbolivia and then a Meganium and all that kind of stuff, but that judge took it all away, and then I was heavily behind on the game as my opponent just beat me down with a Mega Greninja that I couldn't get rid of. It was pretty difficult to get rid of. But in that first game, like the first game, that kind of like didn't happen because my opponent just conceded on like turn 2 or turn 3 or something. But that second game went to show just how powerful the deck can be. Very easily just able to use Arbolivia to take apart your opponent's bench. And then Teal Mask Ogerpon is your big attacker once you get a bunch of energies onto it. Not Mega Meganium, just normal Meganium, if gone unchecked, just gives you basically double damage for every grass energy you have on your Teal Mask Ogerpon. Again, Arbolivia is really good. Not sure what Hydrapple does, but there are some lists that play Hydrapple instead of Arbolivia, so that's something that you could decide. You could play Arbolivia and then play Hydrapple and choose which one you want to do more of. I think Hydrapple has more energy attachment. I think it does the same thing as Teal Mask Ogerpon, but instead it heals the Pokemon. And I'm not sure what its attack does, but that does seem like a little bit better. You can get your Pokemon powered up a lot more quickly. But Arbolivia just has that spread damage capability, which does seem very strong. Overall, deck's pretty good. I can see some issues with just like, you know, not being able to get what you get, and Forest of Vitality being a big part of the deck. If that gets rid of, then you're going to have struggles evolving into your Pokemon. And also, Hand Disruption is just another big thing. Like you could use Dawn for your setup for next turn, get Hand Disrupted, and then you're kind of stuck and far behind. But overall, the deck did perform pretty well. I enjoyed playing it. It was pretty good. And it's probably going to continue to see play as long as we have a bunch of grass-weak Pokemon in the format, which there is quite a lot. It's probably why you've seen a whole lot of play, and it's also just a very strong and consistent deck. And that's all I can think of saying. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about Ogerpon, Meganium, Arbolivia, Hydrapple, Grass Box decks. Is this something you've picked up recently? Is this something you're thinking of picking up? Have you been testing around with a deck? Do you like it? Do you hate it? All that stuff. Do let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that nonsense. And I will see you in the next video, whatever that video may be. And take care.